Hello and welcome back to Rei-Jin-G-Lu-P. So, sorry about at times I briefly forget like a certain role claim or something like that. I think I got it all down now. Like even in the last video, like I was briefly suggesting that Yoshi and uh, Mochi could be the snake, but obviously they can't be because they're the priest role and the monkey respectively. But I got it down now. Mochi's the monkey, along with Udai. Yoshi is the priest, and the bodyguard looks like it is either Tei, the grandma, or Rikaku. So, and now our number one goal has to be finding out them and killing them. And we just had that talk with Haru, and we're wondering if we're insane, which we are.
はるちゃん、一つ提案がある。
何よ。
僕らは悪役に徹しよう。
What the hell have you been doing if you haven't been doing that? What do you mean? You're walking around killing people and being happy about it and... Yeah.
悪。
うん。超悪い人だ。
I mean, maybe the point of this is to reveal kind of what happened last time. So, like, in the end, Mochi and Chiemi were all aboard the villain droid. So, maybe that's the point of this. Is so Haru can now later learn, oh, you know, maybe Chiemi's not evil. Maybe she just embraced her role.
超悪いので人を殺す。超悪いので仲間を裏切る。超悪いので好きなことをする。
But you've been there from the start.
なぜなら僕らが超悪いからであって正しいからじゃない。
Yeah. You're talking about the town mythology and all that, but...
悪はあらゆる正義から。
悪役。悪。そんなのいいの？
よくはないさ。もちろん。でも人間ってのはやろうと思えば悪い
人殺しは
もちろん悪。
友達や家族やいい人たちを殺すことは？
Yeah, Haru. What have your elders been teaching you all these years?
輪をかけて最悪だね。
どうして？
What? No, I think that is like the most basic starting number one rule of morality. Don't kill other people. What? Who has a hard time understanding this besides psychopaths? Of course there isn't. What are you talking about, Haruaki?
心や体が不自由になるからさ。
よくわからない。
人の嫌がることをすれば人から嫌がられる。それは思う以上に。
This to me again seems like a sign of mental illness, is that he seems to think of morality as in what's good for me and what isn't good for me. I mean, that is completely mentally ill. Like, anyone that's nice to you is a good person, anyone's mean to you is a bad person, regardless of anything else. So that's how mentally ill people think.
人がひどく嫌がることをする人は体だって縛り付けられる。
You know, it's more about like are you good for the whole of humanity? Like, are you like nice to everyone you meet? Like, if you're nice to everyone you meet and then you don't get along with one person, that doesn't mean that the other person should think you're a bad person. I mean, that's they should think, no, he's a good person I just don't get along with.
縛られて不自由な人は安心して生きられないし、人間は誰しも悪くない生き方を、それはお互いに安心して生きて、安心して誰かが誰かを縛ったり縛られたりし始めれば、それは連鎖的に、だからみんなそんな生き方は嫌で、でもね。
It's really not that complicated. It's just like the golden rule. Do you want to be killed by someone? Then don't kill them. That's all you need.
そういうのを全部諦めれば、周りを全部不自由にして自分も不自由な人生を送り、人間は悪いことをやっていいんだ。
Yay! If you're an awful person, you can be an awful person.
ねえ、それって
No.
ことだとみんなそうやって
This is just him. This is just the crazy shit that goes on in his brain.
いや、今考えた
That's just what I said. uh,
ひど。
でも案外正解かもしれないぜ。君が賛同するなら僕も
I feel like I'm reading the diary of a serial killer.
とことん悪に生きてやろうじゃないか。
私テレビでやってる洋画劇場好きでさ。
I want to be Hannibal Lecter.
へえ、何が好きなの？
フォースがどうってやつ。
Okay. You want to be Darth Vader.
どのキャラが好き？
Anakin.
金ピカのやつ。
Oh, I was gonna say, who the hell is that? Okay, so Luke. Wait, she wants to be C-3PO?
ああいうのってさ、基本正義の側の気持ちで見るじゃん。
Honestly, it depends on the movie. Especially if the movie's bad, like, I kind of more root for the bad guys. Or, like, I remember, like, even as a kid, right? Like, cartoons, like, Sunday morning cartoons, like, it was so cliche that I would kind of root for the bad guys. Like, because even as a kid, that just kind of annoyed me. Like, the good and the evil, and it's like, you know, I don't know. But, I mean, if something's written well, usually I tend to side with the good people. But it's more interesting when things are kind of morally gray, I think, than just good versus evil.
私も言ったら恥ずかしいけど、かっこいいナイトが助けに来て、
とても真っ当な楽しみ方じゃないか。
悪いやつになるなんて。
悪いやつが主役の映画もいっぱいある。
In TV shows nowadays.
そうなの？
あ、
悪泣いてもいいのかな。
Yeah, I've seen Walter White cry.
もちろんだ。
This is weird. Not in a bad way, it's just... I don't like how we're, like, corrupting Haru even more. Like, I don't understand why we need to make her even more evil. Well, alright. Point of... I would understand... maybe that's why he's doing it. Okay, that can make sense. If he's trying to get Haru on his evil train now, right? Evil train of thought, and then get Kaori on it. Because we need to get her away from wanting to kill her sons tomorrow. That's not the right choice. The choices are either you die, or someone we believe this is the snake. From a humor perspective, that last thesis is really rough for her. I mean, is this Yamabito thing even real? I just don't know. I mean, we're obviously an outsider in this religion, but I can't view it as anything besides wolves and humans.
ここで
うん何かな
She's gonna thank us. Don't thank us. We have done nothing good for you.
なんて呼べばいい？
What?
じゃあ春秋って呼んでくれ
Oh. I thought you were gonna go somewhere weird. Like Master.
春秋兄ちゃん？
It seems dangerous to come up with a new name like that, because what if she slips and she says it in public, and then all of a sudden it's like, wait, what? Where did this this new closeness of you two come from? And then it kind of implies maybe we're wolves together.
いや呼び捨てで春秋だ
呼びにくいよ。
みんなの前で呼んじゃダメだぞ香織さんの前でもだ
香織さんも？
だって彼女は善人だ
Are we gonna kill her tomorrow? Like, she is just such an obstacle right now. Is that why he's turning her to kill Kaori tomorrow? It could be. It could be a situation like the last game where they killed Mamiya.
そっか。悪として。
Oh! I figure it out like 2 seconds before they say it. She is a problem. I've been saying this. She's a real big problem. Although, I mean, that's so... We should try to convince her first. And then if it fails, then do it. Because it's just so bad for the Wolves. I mean, like, our chances of winning right now, it looks like they were really good after the last lynch. That's what I was saying. Is like, we still have 3 Wolves remaining. None of us have been suspected. The village have twice passed up on voting, so there's no record of us doing anything to protect each other. We haven't. We haven't voted in any suspicious ways. There's no evidence out there that we're wolves or anything else, because the village has been doing a bad job looking for it. But if we then have to kill ourselves and fight among ourselves, then I mean that's how we lose, you know? That's the way we can lose. The other ways you die figuring things out. That's why it would have been nice to kill you die, but...
わかった。春秋。
おう春ちゃん
そっちだけちゃん付けはずるい。
可愛い女の子をちゃん付けで呼びたい性分なんだ
私、
悪になったことで6割増し可愛くなった
じゃあ許す。おやすみ。
You never were wolves of justice. That was just the delusion that they had. That you've now broken with Haru, but...
おやすみ
よく眠れるとよろしいな。町の方。
Yeah, so... That's just a weird thing she could do with her voice. Like, could she actually do that? I don't even know how it would be possible. It sounds like it's through a distorter.
いや。悪党殿。
So does she just take on that person or that personality when she feels uncomfortable or something? So also, I kind of... Something I remembered. Like, last time I was kind of focusing on... Does Haru or the god character really know about time looping? But they also, like, way back when, I think that was last route, before she died, just before Haru died, they said something that also implied she knew about the time looping. And then also, in the last video, right when we suggested killing ourselves in our brain, Haru started laughing hysterically and asked if we were crazy. But even that, I mean, I feel like it doesn't mean she has to have mind reading powers. It could have just been, we were looking at the freaking ravine, you know? So she knows about the time looping. That one's true. I don't think she could read minds. I think that's too far of a supernatural thing. But she kind of pretends that she could read minds. And she's good at reading people, more than she lets on. So.
神様神って一体
白々しい。まあ、こういうのも悪く火遊びまでたしなむとは。
For sure.
刺激的。
I think that's even why he goes for false claims so often. Like, just because he enjoys that. He enjoys, like, the being in being the center of attention and taking risks and all that type of stuff. He enjoys that. They even actually said that conversation last time too, is that he doesn't know the differences between fear and excitement. So if he is like putting himself in a dangerous position, it makes him excited. Random fact, but okay. Yes. We all know this. Yes. Okay. Whoa. One thing I really appreciate is they've really sped up the story. Like before they kind of like meandered a lot. Like we would have had like probably at least 30 minutes, if not an hour after waking up and between getting to the feast. And now it's just boom, let's go right in there. I like that. Especially because we have the feel of it now, you know? I mean, I don't blame them for the setup before, but it's a lot more exciting when they just get right into it. So yeah, everyone knew he was human. Speaking of farts, everyone decided to have a brain fart and lynch the obvious human. Yes. Now this is where I proposed in the last video. We should have talked to Haru and had her go, or even Kaori maybe better, and say, so the spider should come forward and say who they protected, and then we'd be able to clear another person. Wow, we're getting really one-sided here. We're just lynching everybody that's on this side. So something we can argue, and probably should argue, is, okay, so the wolves probably targeted me, and I was bodyguarded. And, oh, yeah, so we should say this, and then just watch her. And Rikaku, I guess, out of the corner of our eyes, because these are the two possible bodyguards. And let's see who flinches at the idea that they protected us last night. And this again, please don't. I'm just hoping, like he talked about countering him yesterday. It doesn't make any sense. A wolf would not be doing what he's doing, which I was saying yesterday. So there's no reason for us to, like, if we counter that, it just does not look believable. Like, you die should see through it completely. That this is just a wolf making a bad claim. I think she's it. I don't think she's gonna claim right now. I think she's kind of inadvertently saying that though. Yes. I mean, I don't, but when has she ever commented on werewolf strategy or anything like that? Like who she suspects or anything? She doesn't. She just sits there and she's very passive. So I think the reason she's thinking about that is because she protected Yasu last night and then there was no kill. And then somebody else just confirmed her idea. Hey, the spider blocked the kill. And she's like, aha, they tried to kill him. Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, there definitely are times when people would suggest that. I mean, we've only had, what, one wolf kill the entire game, right? When they killed Takumi. Because the first one we didn't do because Chiemi, and then the second was Takumi, and then the third was blocked. So a naive person could think, maybe the wolves did target someone. It was bad, but okay. I'll try to move on. Exactly. I mean, it's a good thing for any role, but I haven't died. There probably has been some choices. Maybe I've just picked the right ones. I wonder if we picked Yoshi yesterday, if Kiri would have like killed us and said, "No, you promised Yasu," and then stab us or something. Because it would be too different if we killed Yoshi instead of getting blocked.
サイさん。ハルちゃんは人だった。
Yeah, see, even this. Like you're talking about how you want to counter Yoshi's claim? Yoshi says it the very first thing when he comes back. This should have been the very first thing we said, without an by the way. We should have just came back and said it. Yoshi's claim is more believable than ours. It really looks like that.
よかった。
おじいちゃんも私も人だ。
あ、
人なのにあんたらはくくった。
I agree, Tay. That was stupid. But why didn't you say something yesterday? Why did you not argue this yesterday? Where were you?
まだ。
とにかく。これで狼じゃないと確定したのは僕とハルちゃん、モッチーに橋本、さらに僕はメイコがムジナだという意見に賛同する。これで人は7人。
And 3 wolves would be among them if they were right, which are obviously not because we got a false claim in there. Us. So that would be Kaori. Him. Kyo. Rukaku. Mamiya. Tay.
どうして？おじいちゃんが言った狼がわざと目立つ言動をさせてるって可能性は
？4つ5つの女の子にいろいろ喋らせるのは余計なことを言ってボロを出させるリスクの方が大きい。それと安水の住人ではなく幼い彼女をくくることは肝臓さんをくくったことだって完全には受け入れられない人がいる。
I can't accept that you did that.
彼女となおさら。
本当にそうなのかな。
I mean, his course of action hasn't been that great so far. Especially he believes us, it seems. So I'm not sure we really need to distract him too much. Although, it feels like he may be a little bit suspicious of his mom. But that would be good for us because we're thinking about killing her. It'd be better for them to lynch her than for us to have to spend a kill on one of our partners. I mean, it's honestly the same way the Feast shouldn't waste kills on known humans. We shouldn't waste kills on known wolves. You know, I mean, that's obvious. But I mean, it's better that it happens all the way around. It's better for her to get lynched than us to kill somebody that's a threat on the human side. Than spending a kill to be harmful to our side. That's rough.
詭弁のような気もするが、まあ候補から外す必要はないが、単に票を投じなければいいだけの話ではないかね。
True, they should always be doing that. I don't like when they try to, like, one person tries to control the entire feast and say, okay, you can't do this. I mean, let everybody vote the way they want. Like, that's, or the other way around. That was my problem yesterday. I would be fine if Kanzu said, you know, hey, if you can't trust me anymore, if you think I'm a wolf, vote me off. But instead, it's just, no, let's decide as a group to not vote and get me off. That's the harmful part. If they wanted to vote, even if they vote on him, there can be a record of, like, the wolves piling on him or something like that. There could be some kind of evidence that helps you down the road. But when you decide on things as a group, without voting, there's no evidence trail, which is a problem.
そうですね。
まだ私たちに発言権はあるかしら。
無論です。何でしょう。
残り5人なのよね。
ええ。
じゃあ、雲が名乗り出ればゲームクリアになるかもしれないわね。
Then we get down to 4. This is good for us as spider reveal, if it happens. No. Dude. Are you really this dense? What do you mean? How is that bad for you? You'd kill the spider. That's the number 1 person. Like, basically, the only thing that can happen here is either Rikaku or Tei is going to say they're the spider. Yeah, you have one more clear person, but you kill them that night, and it's much better for you. I guess the only problem is if you then have to kill Kaori and waste a kill, then maybe you can die from that. But that's because of your bad strategy trying to kill your wolf partner then. If there's a spider reveal, you just have to talk Kaori into say, hey, Kaori, we have to kill the spider right now. Or we're all gonna die, and then talk about it from her perspective that, you know, the Yamabito are gonna win or whatever. And also, they're already wrong in their logic. There's not 3 wolves among the 5, there's 2 wolves. So there's a lot more room for error. And that's what I was going to say. This is why we, in particular, know that this doesn't matter. We already said Yasuo's human. And all she's going to say is she protected Yasuo. So it's not going to clear anyone else. All it's going to do is out her. So I'm assuming it's Tei. It may be wrong, but I'm just using it as an example. To where, let's say we decided to target Rikaku, and she protected. Now all of a sudden, it's a much bigger thing where we probably don't want her to reveal. Because then that clears 2 more people. But this would only clear 1 and then we immediately kill him, so it doesn't even matter. Until tonight. Ugh. That does sound optimistic though, because... But... He's right here, okay? This would be a good thing to say if you're human. But because we should not be trying to counter this. He seems to think it's a bad thing for the snake to come forward. It would be an amazingly good thing. But he's right that it is very unlikely that she would protect one of the 5 people that we didn't know if they were good or not. Instead of all the people, there's so many people that we did theoretically know were good. Like the seer claim, the 2 monkeys, and he's a good leader, so he's a good protection target. He was already cleared. Yoshi had already claimed the role. So. Alright, so he's gonna say what I just said. The bodyguard wouldn't have protected one of those 5. Like, I already thought it was a stretch to protect Yasuo, but he was at least cleared. Which was a stretch, like I said. So even though he was cleared, it was still kind of a stretch to protect him. That's wrong. That's so wrong. Like, I swear. I don't know, I get an impression, like, sometimes, like, if I say something that goes against the game, that could be, like, the viewers may not like that, because I know also, like, I've watched a lot of LPs, too. It's something I enjoy, that's why I started making them. But, I mean, I know, like, if I really like a game, I don't really want to listen to the person bash it. But, I mean, I swear this is the wrong strategy. The snake revealing would be amazing. We would just kill the snake. That would be the best possible scenario. We want to kill the snake anyways. Even if they don't clear themselves, we want to kill them tomorrow. That's what we want to do. That's the best case scenario. So, them coming forward would be amazing. Because they're not going to get lynched anyways. They'll just claim it would be the same thing, so... I mean, they're going to realize that anyways after you kill the snake. I mean, that's what we want to do. To just leave the snake out there. It's just... Ugh. I don't like this at all. Yes. Smart point, Mochi. That's whatever we've been talking about. But there is a possibility that the spider was Yasuo, at least. Let's say. I said that yesterday. That's kind of was a good reason to attack him. Is he was a clear person that could be the snake, or the spider. I mean, and that's pretty much nobody else besides him now, right? Well, I guess Haru now, right? From that perspective, if we're assuming the human perspective and he's the seer, these 2 are cleared and also could be the snake. Spider, shit. Sorry about that.
その場合だってわざわざ未確定者から狙
What
わ
I
なく
just
て
said.
もいいんだ。僕や
まあそういうわけで多分これで一発クリアってことにはなら
ただもし万一雲が名乗り出て
Then do it, please.
絞り込める状況なら雲には
Yes.
名乗り出てほしい。
All right, I think Yasu's arguing. See, here's the thing. All right, I'll keep this short. If all the claims are correct, like if we actually are the seer, it makes more sense to actually want this. From our perspective, I think we know. Like actually, from his perspective, let's say Tay randomly protected someone like Rahaku, and then. Or the other way around, whatever. And it cleared everyone. It could just out the wolves. But we know that that her protection isn't going to clear anyone, and also that there's a false claim in it. That false claim makes it less helpful for someone to come forward. I think it's actually backwards from what he said. If all the claims are right, then that puts the suspect pool to 4 when there's 3 wolves in there. That's really bad. I mean, you're pretty much screwed then. And then in that case, what, you never target the snake, though? I don't know.
しかしその場合、実際に狼を特定しても
I don't think that's a really good point. I mean, so what? If you lynch a wolf every day, you're going to win by a mile. Well, actually, this could be interesting to count how many mislynches the village has right now. So... Usually the wolves win as soon as they get even. So let's say they, like, I'm just gonna, just for counting, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so you have a mislynch and then a wolf kill, you're down to 10. A mislynch, a wolf kill, you're down to 8. Mislynch, wolf kill, you're down to 6. So all you need is 3 straight mislynches. The village can afford 2 mislynches, period, for the rest of the game. That's it. Huh, that's interesting. That's such a small number. Maybe it's actually right not to kill the snake. But then we certainly can't target her tonight. That's just suicide. Like, we're almost guaranteed to win. We just need 2 mislynches. And then we'd be even numbers. It's closer. We're closer to winning than I thought. Until we kill her.
そうです。
雲はまず間違いなく殺されるよね。
Yeah, that's what I've been saying. I agree with you, Dai, actually, here. The spider should not come forward. The spider can clear themselves at any time if they're being pressured by votes. So you don't even have to worry about accidentally voting on the spider. It's not... Unless they just decide to not reveal it and be dumb.
そうでしょうね。
Oh, and also the human element, which I always forget about. You're not just trying to help your human team win, you're trying to live. Like, that's basically asking Tatus if she tastes the snake. Shit. Spider! It's hard to keep the freaking insects straight. Okay. It's asking her to sacrifice her life for the village. Yeah, you sacrifice yourself as a wolf.
皆さんは無実でも時に処刑されるかもしれないということをすでに了承しているってことですよね。
It's interesting that he said this. Because... I mean, I think he actually may be doing this for a very smart reason. I think he realizes... Like I'm saying that it's harmful for the snake to come forward right now. The spider. God damn it. I keep seeing snake. Anyways, it's harmful for the bodyguard to come forward. So he's talking him into not.
まあ、死ぬことが覚悟の上なら名乗り出てくれさえすれば多数。
そうですね。
It's not certain victory.
票を合わせれば
It's definitely not certain victory. Even if,
確実に
I mean, I guess if the reveals are right, okay, yeah, that's true. If all the reveals are true, it would be certain victory. That's the only way. Because we're taking that suspect pool from 5 to 4. You can afford 2 miss lynches, you get the 1, and then you win, right? So. Yeah, I'm counting Mako as neutral.
それが残る4人のうち3人に絞り込める4人のうち狼でない方には自分の他が多くその方の反応から
じゃあとっとと雲のやつは名の腰抜けが
Okay. This is more evidence. Oh, also, we know Rikaku's personality. Rikaku has 0 reservations about sacrificing herself for the good of the village. She's made that clear last round. So, it's Tay. It's freaking Tay. Or even what she's saying, she's even arguing that case. So, it's Tay. The problem is, there's 2 ways we can go. And I guess it is better. It's just because it's so freaking close, right? Wait. There's a way to play this. Oh, there's a way to play this. Okay, I figured out the right play. The problem I was saying is that killing her is bad. Like, it's good to get rid of the spider, but it lowers the amount of unknown people. But the way around this is to announce today, which again they should never do, announce, hey, I'm gonna view her tonight, and then you kill her, and then you're not even really reducing the field because you're gonna clear her anyways. So that would work. But we're setting it up where we're going to have to... So we kill her. We have to get a miss today. That's, again, another thing. She is still unclear, too. And basically the way it is in this game, like, assuming she doesn't get lynched, she's a kill, we have to get 2 of these people lynched. Wrong. Him, Rikaku, Mako, and her, Mamiya. The other ones are going to be too hard to lynch because they're cleared. He talked about the Yoshi claim counter, but I just think that's ridiculous. It's way more likely that we can get like Mamiya lynched, or even Mako, or maybe we'll turn on Rikaku at the end, or Kyo, because nobody likes Kyo, so we probably can vote him off at some point. Yeah. Okay, well that's a little different. That's assuming you get Mako on your side. And even then, you actually have a tie in voting. So you can't even really out yourself, because you'll have 8 people left. Unless you do the gun thing. No, it's 4-4. Unless wolves get the tiebreaker vote, which is how it often works in werewolf games, but it doesn't seem to... Like, we don't know if it does in this. Not really. We just have to talk her out of that. Talk her out of... Yeah. That's not true. That is so not true. Well, they can't get down to the final 3. There's no way. There's 5 unconfirmed people. So even the spider claims there's 4. If they lynch the human, that's amazing for us. Then there'll be 3, right? There'll be 3 supposed wolves left, 3 suspects. And then there's one of those that isn't actually a wolf, and we all team up and make sure they lynch that one. And then all of a sudden we're down to that 8-8 scenario, or that 8-player scenario where you're saying it's guaranteed to win, so. No, they would not. They would take 2 lynches to realize the snake's lying. 1 to get the suspects to pull down to 3, and then another to say, oh wow, he's a human. And that's assuming Yoshi is alive too. If you kill Yoshi, then they can't even do that. You lynch a human, and you're like, well, that was the snake. That must have been a wolf. And they wouldn't even know, so. No. Disagree. Okay, this has already been a long video here. Yeah, if anyone wants to talk about the strategy in the comments, you know, feel free if you disagree with me. But I really think Haruaki is wrong here. So, I mean, it's not super far off from the truth, but I just, like, especially right there, you just miscounted, basically, because it takes 2 lynches to prove. 2 lynches and the priest being alive, Yoshi being alive, for them to realize that that second lynch should have been a wolf, but it was a human. So, yeah. It's not a big deal, but I think his strategy is wrong. The snake coming forward is not a problem, really. I mean, better is, I guess, they don't come forward, and then we kill them, and then just creates more confusion, and then we can even claim their role. Wow. Okay, that could even be better. If he's going for that. Again, that's like the home run play, right? It's like you're at bat, and you're down by 1, and there's a guy on second, and if you hit a single, you tie the game, but if you hit a home run, you win. And he's going for the home run if he wants to do that. To where I'm thinking more just the single, the snake comes forward, you kill the snake. But if, let's say, I'm pretty sure she's a snake right now. Let's say we get Kyo Lynch, then we kill her, and then we have one of us claim snake. I'm sorry, shit, I keep saying snake. I'm fucking sorry about that. Spider, shit. I hope everyone understands what I'm saying, even though I say the wrong freaking thing. But we get Kyo lynched. We kill her. We have Haru, because she's untrustworthy. Haru claim, I'm the spider, everyone. Now we're even in better shape. Now again, all we need is 1 or maybe 2 miss lynches, and we win. So, but all right. Anyways, I end the video here. Until next time.